association with box. So Callum Smith, it feels like there's been like a big. Everyone's been talking about your fight, but no one really knew whether it was going to happen or not. So when did you know?
It's probably similar to everyone else. I knew cards in the WBC had called the final eliminator. I knew I was fighting, I just needed to wait and find out when, and obviously there was talks of possible different shows, and this show was mentioned, but I think everyone was a little bit late getting announced and getting confirmed, but I had a rough idea when and where, but I just had to train and focus on just getting myself in shape, and that's exactly what I've done, and finally got the confirmation for this show, which is a good show, great show to be a part of, and I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Was it a nightmare to deal with, obviously not knowing 100%, because it's a life-changing fight for you, you've got a shot at a title if you win.
Yeah, it is, but I kind of got used to that throughout my career. Nothing's ever 100% in boxing. You've always got to stay ready and just be in a position so that when you do get the call, you're ready to go. And like I said, I knew the fight was going to happen. It was called for by the WBC, so it was just a case of when. And I got in the gym and stayed ticking over, ready for the call, and we finally got it.
Definitely. The guy that you're fighting is from, everyone's talking about his amateur traits, but obviously in the pro game, he's still to fight a name, and obviously you're probably going to be his first real test at world level. So what's Callum Smith got in store for him?
A tough night, hopefully. I plan on going in there and just being myself, showing things that I feel I'm improving all the time in the gym, and just coming away with the win. And there's a lot at stake for both of us. The winner gets a fight for the world title, and that's exactly why I'm here, why I'm standing at this point now, is because I want to be a two-weight world champion, and a win over Buatsi this weekend puts me one step closer.
I don't want to look too far ahead, but obviously if you win, you've got a guaranteed world title shot. So are you looking to go for the WBC champ, or are you going to weigh up your options? Because there's a lot of British fights as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of British fights, but I think in terms of the world scene, there's only two champions to choose from. Obviously, Bivol, I think he's got his mandatory against Roberto Ramirez, and then I'm sure he'll be looking to get that rematch with Canelo, which he deserves. He beat him first time round, so I think he deserves the second time. So the other three belts are with the one man, Arthur Beterbiev. So if I'm anti for the WBC title, then he'll have to fight me at some point to defend his belt. So that's the route I'm going. That's the route that makes the most sense for myself. And I don't want to look past this weekend because I've got a tough fight, but I'm in a final eliminator to fight that man. So it is hard not to look a little bit ahead, and that's the goal I want to do. I want to be a two-weight world champion, and I'm 2 fights away from achieving it.
And if the opportunities came up, potential Buatsi fight, I know Eddie was trying to get Buatsi to fight Bivol, but it looks like that ain't going to happen. If that came up down the line?
Yeah, listen, everyone's on the same path, they all want the same goals, I'm sure. Some people's paths are going to cross on the way there. There's a lot of good fighters domestically, and there's a lot of good fights outside of the world champions. The light heavyweight division is a stacked division, and it's good to be a part of it, but I want to be the champion, I want to be the best in the division, and I believe I'll beat whoever they have to get there.
Definitely, Callum. And just talking about this card in itself, I think we spoke about it a while ago. Now that obviously the camps are done, what do you think? Would you giving AJ a chance to get his revenge?
Yeah, of course, you've got to give him a chance. He's a former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He was the favourite in the first fight, although Usyk come, he performed, he delivered, and he done what he was had to do, and he's now the favourite this time round. But you can't write Andy Joshua off, whether you believe he wins or not. He's always got a chance. He's a big dominant heavyweight. He's shown he can do it at the highest level. So, as a fellow Brit, I think we're all thinking he can make the right adjustment to get the right result this time. But I think you've got to expect a different version of Usyk as well. So it's interesting as a boxing fan to fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. And Eubank Jr., Ben, big fight announced. Obviously, I've not spoken to you since. What's your opinions on it, and how do you think it'll probably turn out?
Yeah, it generates a lot of publicity, a lot of interest with the fans, and rightly so. It's from two great fighting families. Obviously, the history with the fathers and stuff. And looking at it from the outside, I think Eubank's too big for him. What weight restrictions he put on and what rehydration, I'm not too sure whether that'll play into it, whether it restricts Eubank and it takes a little bit away from him. But from the output from the two of them, I just think it's a middleweight against the welterweight, whether he's a big welterweight or not. I think Eubank's a little bit too big for him, but it's exciting, it's interesting, and I'll definitely be tuning in.
Good man. And have you picked up any Arabic whilst you've been here?
No, not at all. But second time here, I'm enjoying it. It's a good show to be a part of. There's a big buzz around the show, and hopefully me and the rest of the fights on the show put on a good show the weekend.
You must have picked up some basic lingo.
No, not at all, to be honest with you. No, not. But I'd like to. Maybe we'll see.
No worries, Cam. Thank you for your time, and all the best Saturday night.
Next one. Thank you, mate. Thanks a lot.